How do people that have acknowledged their privileges act? They create space. They don't take up space.
ਅੱਖ ਸੁਰ ਮੇ ਨਾ ਲੱਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਨਾਰ ਦੀ ਖਿੱਚ ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਅੱਖ ਸੁਰ ਮੇ ਨਾ ਲੱਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਨਾਰ ਦੀ ਖਿੱਚ ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਦਾਰੂ ਅੱਜ ਲੱਗੀ ਸੋਹਣਿਆ ਥੋੜੀ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਦਾਰੂ ਅੱਜ ਲੱਗੀ ਸੋਹਣਿਆ ਆਇਓ ਗੋਰਾ ਮੁਖ ਹੋਇਆ ਅੰਗਿਆਰ ਵਰਗਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ
నేను Vamp Master Brown.
He is someone who really acknowledged his privileges, and he understands the beauty that could be masculinity once you strip it of all its venom, you know, like all the toxicity that, like, so basically, like, if you just juice everything out, then happens Vamp Master Brown.
అందరూ అంటారు అతడి వస్తువులు చాలా పెద్దవట.
One thing for me that Vamp Master Brown really is someone who happens when this idea of like, now I'm going to perform masculinity or femininity, like, you know, when we stop doing that, but like just perform something that is feeling really good right now. In very simple thing, like I want to say, this is my way of empowering myself and the other, but socialized as not just a woman, you know, like a certain kind of a woman. It means that you are a good Indian girl. That's something very different than like socialized as a woman in the context where I'm coming from, because there are a lot of traumas on like how you sit, how high can you speak, with whom can you make eye contact, like can you actually look at some people with certain authority and certain gender. And to embody masculinity for me is to truly empathize, to really go into that space of like, what does actually masculinity bring to you? And I think like the first time I put on mustache, I understood like, oh my god, I also look at like someone who's a male, and because of how I'm socialized, when we are both put together, we are like kind of like shining this gender at each other. I'm trying to get contour, like to somehow give this face like very sharp edges. Often I'm seen or read as like a woman, a female, and then a like person of color, you know, like a brown person, a brown woman. And for me that's problematic on multiple levels, because when I'm seen as a victim, and then I'm continuing with this narrative of like, I'm a person of color and I'm a woman, at what point do I also acknowledge my own privileges, and like how do I perform the victimhood first of all, because people that are truly victims don't even know they are victims. But like acknowledging that, I was socialized in all these aspects, and then coming here, to me that's already acknowledging another aspect of my privilege. How do people that have acknowledged their privileges act? They create space. They don't take up space. And now I'm going to do something a bit dirty. I've been gathering all my hair from my head. This is the opposite of shaving. Until I was, I don't know, maybe 13, like until I started to grow breasts, my dad used to use me in theater, and all the roles I had were like where I was being like a male character. Then suddenly, like, it all changed. Like, why can't I still play a really cool male role? For example, a woman is pregnant, she doesn't have to announce, oh, it's a boy or oh, it's a girl. Like, when we come to that point, we are creating a whole new space which is not even gender fluidity, like complete absence of that question, like, oh, are you having a boy or a girl? No, I'm having a human being. That'll be very sensitive and sensible about environment. That's the thing that I'm having right now. Yeah, like especially with glitter, it like stays in your bed, in your pillows, then it like keeps getting recycled through the washing machine. Okay, how does this look?
I'm gonna do like the last time that I didn't show you. Scalped.
Forgetting the dog is here.
Don't do like me, not today.
Wow, my hands are shivering. Okay, now I have to put this inside here like this.